this week, Henny, they're looking to beat Harold Varner III. It should be an exciting and entertaining duel.
Absolutely, Luke. Harold Varner III is one of the most charismatic, talkative and highly skilled players out there on tour. He'll either cut you down with his game or his slick talking. You better be on your guard.
Yes, he's got a sharp tongue and a clever game. Let's see how HV3 goes up against this player in this rivalry.
Yep, that shot safely on the green.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Ooh. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Ooh, nice line. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
John Rahm holds a familiar spot of top spot on this leaderboard.
The second at TPC Summerland is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3 metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take 1 club less into this green as it will release down the slope.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one.
Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival, Harold Varner III, has a worthy competitor this week.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The third hole at TPC Summerland is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way.
This shot from about 190 yards out.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup. This for back-to-back birdies.
It was on a good line. No, that's too bad.
A par putt awaits. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
The fourth at TPC Summerland is a pretty straightaway par 4 measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole. Just be accurate on approach.
Good shot there, Beamer.
Sitting at 1 under the card.
Currently in the lead.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Now that looked pretty good the whole way.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
That was a gallant attempt. Let's get back to it, shall we? This putt is about 17 feet long. And that will drop in for birdie. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The fifth at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole, ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Opting for the 5-iron. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Gotta like their chances from there.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Looks good off the blade. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Now 2 shots up after that one. The 6th at TPC Summerlin is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers.
The history of golf has been littered with some great characters for the modern game. Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
Well played, mate. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
He's got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Good looking putt. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. And that will take him to 5 under.
The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3, playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Oh, that's a fantastic attempt, especially from that distance, but it didn't quite drop.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt.
Rich, I know you love being here in Vegas, perhaps for different reasons than watching the golf tournament, but while we're here at the tournament, tell me a bit more about Shriners' impact on the game and this entire region.
Luke, I fail to see what you mean by that. I think Vegas is a very nice, wholesome city that I do enjoy coming to visit. But the golf course is fantastic. It's held at TPC Summerlin every single year, and it used to be the venue where they had the last round, but now every round is here. And I think the players enjoy that. I think they like being at the same golf course each and every day. They get a feel for it, and I think that's why the scores historically year in and year out are so much lower than they were in the past. I think it's a really good opportunity to go out there and make a ton of birdies, but that's not the easiest thing to do, is it? Getting comfortable making 7, 8, 9 birdies around. Some players don't have that comfort zone. And so I'm always interested to see the players that get into that zone each and every day and are making that many birdies to see if they can sustain it for 4 straight days.
Great shot. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Okay, time to return to the action.
How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I got to say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This for par.
It's half a chance of being holed, this one. And down she goes. And now that finds him in first place.
Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green.
From around 120 yards here. This is looking pretty good in the air. This is beautiful to watch.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Lining up the birdie putt here. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. The 12th. Here at Summerlin is another short par 4, 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron.
Hello, viewing person.
The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And he's down there.
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th. 7 feet to the cup.
Looking for another birdie here.
Nice line. Oh, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Why don't we catch up with the V-Man, Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you're giving yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to 3-putt it. Be careful on approach. Wonderfully played. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And a chance.
Is this console or PC? The graphics are surprisingly good. PS5.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead, hole after hole. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh my, how about that for a par? And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Let's take a look at the...
Do you have Gamma Station or Play Cube?
Leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. The 14th at TP.
The E8 GAR has a tiny bit better graphics.
168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, can you believe it?
That was all luck, but listen, luck counts in this game. Mark me down for a 1, I say.
Well, that's certainly worth another look.
I mean, what can you say about a shot like this? This was absolute perfection.
What a shot. In one.
Sitting at
EA Sports.
for the day.
It used to be in the games.
The field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here. Must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Has to put this one downhill.
Looking really good, this one. That putt drops, and now 12 under par, heading down the stretch.
Do you have your aimbot on?
To have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
He's currently sitting in first place.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
No, he's on Rocket League.
Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Simply amazing power on that tee shot.
The 16th hole at TPC Summerlin is the final par 5 on the course, Rich, and one the players can reach into.
Obviously, no hope leaving it short with your second shot in the water at 16. So most players bailing out, hitting it just over this green. If they draw a decent lie, they can chip it close, make birdie. However, not so easy. And there's a couple of low areas and greenside bunkers to deal with along of this green.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, that was tidy. That should ensure the up and down.
Such soft hands.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Wonderful shot.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Did you see the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer?
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
No.
Harold Varner III setting up his next shot. And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. The 17th at TPC Summerlin is a downhill par 3 playing 196 yards. Jonathan Bird once famously holed out in the playoff here to snatch the title. The green shapes right to left towards the hazard, so make sure if you're going to go for it, be very accurate.
There's our official one out now. If interested.
Going with the 5-iron here. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
This putt is about 8 feet. I like the look of this. And that's for birdie. Well holed. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Good looking shot this. Rich, take me through the final approach here at TPC Summerlin.
This green is very long and yet very narrow. It is tough to get the judgment with your second shot spot on pin high wise. However, there's still chances to make a birdie should you need one to win the tournament.
And it's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event. Just didn't drop. Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. Oh, nice looking. Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
And Rich, mark that down as one of the outstanding wins we'll see this season.
It's always impressive when you see a player outshine their fellow competitors because all of these players are really good, but this player made everybody in the field look very, very average. So good was their performance.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
BRB.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents
Just heating up noodles.
for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
And this week, Henny, it looks like they're trying to take down Justin Rose. Not many people have been able to claim that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be all rosy at the end of today. This is definitely a tall order. Justin has one of the most consistent games on the PGA Tour. He's like a golfing metronome of a man. The iron play, I'm going to say if he hits the fairway, when he hits the fairway, his iron play is just phenomenal. He's going to get it inside 20 feet every time, and then you know he's going to hole putt. So, yeah, good luck with that one.
Well, he's the perfect mix, isn't he? He's an English gent with a killer glint in his eye. Good luck in this rivalry. Putting for a bogey.
Starts off on a good line.
He's currently tied for 8th. Trying to forget the bogey on the last as they step onto the tee. It's been a good year. 3 wins so far this season. That's some good golf right there. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Nicely done.
This putt coming up is for birdie. This one started out on a good line. And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. Distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. The course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike a Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the 6th. There is a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the 6th green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the 4th hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see 2 massive bunkers and obviously the water, so anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green.
Noodle making was a trap.
On the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
That should find the cut stuff. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. And here we are with their 4th. He leads the field by a stroke. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This will be a good bogey.
And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. He's currently tied for first. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. This is an extremely long putt. We might even have to hinge on this one.
If they sink this putt, they'll pull ahead of Justin Rose. Let's see if they can ramp up this rivalry.
That's frustrating. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hold. An opportunity to make a par here. That gets the job done.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That's tiny. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face.
That's just inside the range. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Steady now. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. Looking good. Solid par putt, that. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Looks like they have a good lie here in the sand.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. This hole is a par 5.
Yeah, that one will play.
Rich, when we talk about the English group of golfers over the last 20 years, really Justin Rose has been the star of them, hasn't he? Major champion, world #1, Hall of Famer. He's done it all.
He certainly is that, and I have to say, he's probably one of the most resilient players you'll ever come across. As soon as he got done holing out that shot at the major championship years ago, turned professional, and went out and missed 20-some-odd cuts in a row and never gave up. Kept after it, which that would have broken. That would have broken most men, not Rose. That's why he's gone out and become a major champion. He is such a force in the game. There's no reason why he cannot play at a high level for many, many years to come. The ball striking is phenomenal. I love his stroke. I love the way that he putts it. I just think that he hits so many good putts that just don't go in. It just kind of gets under his skin. Listen, don't let it, Rosie. You putt it fantastically. Keep after it. I love this man's game. He's such a talent.
You're kidding me. Did he hold that?
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Birdied their last hole.
Oh, what a shot from the bunker. And back to the play, shall we? The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order. Nicely done. Second shot here on the 9th. Going with the 5-wood.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Ooh, that almost went down. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. And now over to Justin Rose.
Well, he's behind, just in second place, looking to leapfrog.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Wow, that was just striped. Time for the second shot at the 10th. And from the greenside rough here. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Putting for birdie. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will take him to 2 under.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
Well, it's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Getting ready to play their third. Currently leading by 3. How close was that to going down? This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Yeah, we'll take that. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. Let's head to the 12th hole.
Hello viewing people.
Going with the 7. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Super shot, that. Currently a couple under for the round. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
And here we are with the third shot. Currently leading by 2. Putting for par.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Not a bad line, this. Oh, that's a clutch par. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Let's see what happens here at the 14th. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. That's not the shot he was hoping for. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And back to the course with the live action. Yeah, this lies pretty deep here.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
Is that what they had in mind?
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
This would be a great par putt if he can make this. Nice stroke. Oh, just missed. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. Trying to shake off the bogey on the last hole as they step onto this tee. Nicely done. And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Come on, sit. Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 25 feet from the cup. Nice little par putt here.
Oh, so close. It's just about 3 feet away. Well, they're never nice, but that's the wrong time to go back-to-back with bogeys.
Never a good time for that, and that takes them out of the lead. Now they're playing catch-up.
Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
Too much power.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
A bit short with that effort.
This would be a clutch up and down here. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Well, this is an important putt for the tournament here, Rich.
Certainly is. Let's watch it unfold, Luke.
This one has eyes for the hole. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Teeing off here on the 17th hole. This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That's a pretty handy shot. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. And now over to Justin Rose.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard.
And only one hole to go in this event, Luke.
Ouch, that hurts. An opportunity to make their par. It's on a good line. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. And as this player tees off on their final hole, they're one shot off the lead. Second shot here at the 18th. Huge chip here. This should force a playoff. Ooh, that almost went down. And this putt for a final score of 71. And with it, that concludes his event. Well, Rich, we had high expectations for this player early, but sadly, no win in the end.
No, they just couldn't quite get their game going in the final round. Unfortunately, comes up a little bit short, but what can I say? Another solid performance.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.
Yo. Hello. I didn't know you streamed LOL. Sometimes. Oh, nice. What you playing?
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted.
I was playing Salt and Sanctuary, but got off because I got to work in the morning. But it was actually cool, gonna learn how to play it on my.
Alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group. Is there
Cool.
quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players?
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think...
Yeah, have you played it before?
That's for sure. But I am play... Oh, maybe you can get it.
I never got a notification for that.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. Lovely effort, that. Time for the second shot into the first.
I played a bit, I think. Or it's okay, I'll get back on it tomorrow if not Borderlands.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Unable to find the green on this one.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
WTF.
Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Let's check in with our man on the ground, John McCarthy, for our course report. John, what will Foxhole Golf Links be serving the players this week?
Well, Luke, I think Foxhome Golf Links is going to be serving up some birdies, maybe a side of eagle. The course really is right in front of these players, and what you see is what you get. Not a whole lot of tricks to it, so I think people are going to be firing at these flags all week, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy that. Hopefully the folks at home will as well.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
This is what they have left for birdie here.
And down she goes, the long-range bomb. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Currently 1 under for the round. Here we are in front of a par 3. Opting for the 3-wood. That's not the shot they're after.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
How close was that to going down? And he needs this to save par. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 4th. Well, that's a handy shot. Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Oh, well played.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. That's disappointing. Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet.
Putt is underway.
Oh, what a super shot. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. He sits in first position. Here we are at the 5th hole of Foxhole Golf Links. 424 par 4 from the tips.
And only the really long long players in the game are going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side. The shorter player is going to have to hit it out to the left-hand side with maybe not quite a driver, but from there, it's really just a flick of a second shot, as this hole is just 424 yards. I'm thinking that every player is looking at this as a birdie opportunity.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. And playing this one from around 120 yards out. Currently in the lead by a shot. Going with the 8-iron here. Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
And coming up well short.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
They found the sand here. Sitting at 2 under par. Outright first here. Wow, that almost went in the hole. And this next putt, it's for bogey. It's got a chance. That's a good putt to hold for a bogey.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching the steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
Leading by a shot after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
I like golf. Also played the Tiger Woods games growing up. Nice.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Taking aim from about 170 yards. He leads the field by a stroke. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Oh, that was pure. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Opting for the 9-iron. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
This putt will move them to 3 under par.
This for a birdie run.
I do okay in this, but sometimes controller hates me.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. And that will take him to 3 under. And maintaining top
Low.
spot on the leaderboard after that. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Going with the 7. Not bad. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. As we stride to the final hole of the outward half of Foxholm Golf Links, the players will be licking their lips with this par 5, measuring just over 500 yards.
This is a gift to end on. However, you've got to find the fairway really to give yourself the best opportunity. Players are not going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side, and if you hit it right of those, trees come into play. Bail out to the left, give yourself a long iron second shot into this massive green. Lots of runoff areas all around this green, but what a great opportunity to end this front 9 with possibly an eagle 3.
Ooh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle.
They're going to walk this one in.
Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done. And that will move him to 6 under par. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Second shot here on the 10th hole. Getting ready to play their 3rd. That's a good-looking shot there. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly.
This is their look at birdie.
He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And that will take him to 7 under. So, still currently in the lead after that hole. But Tiger Woods is lurking in 2nd place. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff.
Luke, I gotta say, I love your positive vibes, but unfortunately, that one has ended up in the bunker.
Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him in the third round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with him, well, you know exactly what's going on. But when you're not playing with him, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate.
Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Ooh. And this one will be for bogey.
Well, they say a bogey pleases someone. The rest of the field buoyed now after that drop shot by our leader. With the 12th hole at Foxhole Golf Links is a strong par 3 measuring 216 off the back tees.
Luke, this is by far the scariest shot on this golf course. The runoff area to the left is severe. That golf ball will definitely run back into the hazard unless they catch a fantastic break. Players will definitely be bailing out to the right, but make sure you come up short and right, because you want no part of that greenside bunker.
This one's for birdie. If it's up, it could be in. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. And here we are with the third shot. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. We've arrived at a par 4. Second shot here on the 13th. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup. All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
This one's looking good.
Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And with that hole behind them, they currently lead ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Pretty good shot there.
Lining up from about 230 yards here. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Wow, what a save.
Not a good lie. Fortunate to hit the pin and go in.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity. Get excited. This could go in. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. This hole is a par 3. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. This one is right down the pipe. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
Looking good so far.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in second place.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Well, this one looks to be heading down the runway from around 170 yards here. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
Didn't that look good for a long time? If he makes this, he'll save his par.
Better than most.
That's well holed. And looking at the standings now, and they're currently in first place, ahead of Tiger Woods, who's second.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Oh, that was mashed. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Absolutely massive and right down the fairway.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, that is simply brilliant. What a shot.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, let's get back to the action. Our leader really starting to gap the field now. Their advantage is 9 shots. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. This shot from around 210 yards. Opting for the 5-wood. Oh, what a shot. You'll take that. It's all come down to this. Putt for the title. This one's tracking. Well, there you have it. What a wonderful victory, Rich.
Absolutely. It's hard to believe that this player already got 4 victories on the season. Top of the game right now. It's impressive.
And Rich, that seemed like a leisurely waltz to victory, didn't it?
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
Until next time, bye viewers.